Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Thrift With Me video. I'm hitting some of my very favorite thrift stores in the area. I did almost no sourcing over the holidays, really the month of December. So I'm in desperate need of some inventory. So hopefully find some really good stuff today. Walking into the first stop, which is the biggest Goodwill in the area, and I always usually have really good luck here, so fingers crossed. So I was just watching a trends video, and the person said that animal prints of any kind are gonna be really hot in decor in 2026. And these pillows are so soft and in great shape. So I think I'm gonna put them in the cart and then decide later. I just found this pillow as well. It has so much beading and detail. It's beautiful, and it's only $3.99. Usually the art aisles here are super full. It goes all the way down this length and on the other side of that one. But today's a little sparse, which is not uncommon for this time of year for our Goodwills. I really like this one. I think it's really pretty. It is only $3. I saw a lot of this style of art. This one I think is, I don't know, maybe a little more amateur, so I'll probably pass on it. These are very interesting. No idea what they are though. I'll have to look it up. This is an adorable vase. I love the flowers on it, and their stamp is really cute. So handmade, and it is free apparently because there's no price. Okay, I'll have to ask them to price it. I like the colors on this. $4.99. Very heavy, and probably was someone's like first pot that they threw because it's not particularly well done because it's so heavy and a little wonky. These are so adorable. Oh my goodness. Do I want to buy them and hoard them until next year for Christmas? $3.99 is also a little steep, especially for ornaments because they don't tend to price them that high. But they're hand painted and so cute. This handmade painted ceramic piece is really beautiful. It's $4.99. Very well done. Okay, I think I'll put this in the cart. I'm always so powerless against these types of painted boxes. This one is $1. Definitely has a little bit of damage to the painted surface, so I don't know. I should pick it up. These are very sweet. I'm assuming candle holders, right? $1.99 each. Hand turned, and then this piece is fascinating. It has the metal on top, wood on the bottom. I'm assuming a candle holder. It is handmade at 16 I think, and only $7.99. Okay, I am going to get this. This would have to be a booth thing because it weighs a bajillion pounds. And ooh, oh, for me I thought this was a picture frame, but I think it's a curtain like hook. So yeah, oh, if only it was flat on the back, it would be the best for like a little needlepoint. This glass vase is really interesting. Love the shape on it. It's $6.99. Doesn't look like there's any sort of artist marks or a date. And I usually try to pick up pieces that have those things because they're more valuable. So I'll probably pass on this, but I'm gonna do a Google lens on it just in case. Some pretty bowls. The purple just doesn't sell very well for me. Anything that is like a purple or like paisley color. So even though I like them, I'm gonna pass on them. Now this bowl on the other hand is very tempting because I like the green and the brown sides and the blue surprise in the center. And it feels really well made. It's $3.99. This heart, yep, doesn't quite meet the requirements to come home. So passing on that guy, this is a question mark. Oh, I don't need any more pottery. It's hard to pass up that. It has been a long time since I found a basket worth picking up. This one is really nice, but I feel like the style is not as popular right now. Oh my goodness, a hand! I can't believe I found a hand today. And it's a good one. It's articulating vintage because it has the green felt. Wow. So I often get asked, how do I know if something is vintage while I'm shopping? And the felt color can usually clue you in to whether or not something is vintage. Usually if it's green or red or purple, that's usually a piece that is definitely vintage. Now, every once in a while, if you go to an antique mall and you turn something over and you think, oh, this is probably vintage, and it has maybe like a black felt on the bottom, the dealer could have replaced it, so that does happen. But if it's like a black fuzzy felt or a black like spongy kind of like plasticky, then that's definitely like a newer piece. So this is definitely vintage because it has the green felt. This is really pretty. I feel like an estate came through here of someone who was very well traveled, because there are so many pieces that look like they would have been part of someone's home, like the same person's home. This nativity is very interesting, although the baby Jesus looks giant, like he's bigger than the animals, which I don't think is historically accurate. But unfortunately, they price them all individual. So I won't be getting the scene, but it is a really neat one. So I just spotted this bread box, but unfortunately, oh wait, no, it is going down. When I first tried it, it's just really stubborn to go up and down. So I think I'll pass on it. Also because it's so giant, I don't think I'd want to ship it. And it just doesn't make sense in my booth. So many pieces of pottery to tempt me today. This one is really pretty too. Love the blue. $4.99. I'm gonna pass on it, and it's gonna be really hard. I sold most of my barware out over the holiday, and so I'm looking for new pieces. And these are really pretty. I did a Google Lens on them, and it came back with nothing. But I think they're really fun, and they're $2.99 each, so I'm gonna get all 4. More of these glasses, so I'll be grabbing these as well. And then look at who also was in the aisle. This adorable articulating man. He's $2.99 and absolutely coming home. So I am very low on handmade mugs, which is one of my best sellers. It helps pay for my booth rent. This one is from Orcas, so I'm assuming Orcas Island up in Washington. It's $2.99. Really big, substantial, but feels nice in the hand. These handmade pictures are stunning. They are so well made. Look at this one. They're very light too. So whoever made them did a really good job. I can't sell pictures for anything, and I know you guys will say, well, just put some utensils in them. It doesn't matter if I put utensils in them or flowers. I can't move a picture to save my life, which is a bummer because I really like these. Although I just realized this guy has some cracking, so it makes me feel better that I never would have bought it anyways. These glass hexagon mugs are from France. You'll see the stamp, yep, right there. $4 though, so won't be picking these up, but I have bought and sold this particular French glass set, like in plates, cups, etc. a few times, but $4 is a little steep. So the pillow section is totally giving today. Look at this retro one, $3.99. This is not something I would typically pick up, but I have a few people that I know that would probably really want this, so I'm gonna message them about it. This pillow is so cute. It's like a punch needle type pillow. It's kind of dirty because the color's a little dingy. It's only $3.99. I feel like, could I wash it and then it'd be fine? Although it's very pilly too, so I'd have to get my depiller out. I don't know if I want to do all that work to revitalize it, but it's adorable. A new cart just rolled out, and this coin purse is absolutely coming home with me. It is adorable. It's leather, painted, a cat. Oh, it is so cute. It's $2.99. This is the type of thing that is such a great impulse buy in a booth. So this will come as a shock to you guys, but I actually entertained over the holidays. I had friends over for a dinner party. It was amazing. It's the first time I did that since my son was born, basically. But now I want to do it more, and I found these napkins, which I think are a little bit hideous, but also really cute, kind of giving me like Laura Ashley vibes. So I think I may pick them up and do some sort of like retro, vintage, floral themed dinner party the next time. I mean, we'll see when I do it again. I mean, it was 7 years since the last one, so it might be 7 more years. I hope not. I hope not. But I think I'm gonna get these just in case. So this is why you need to go down every aisle and explore all aspects of the store, because people will go through their carts in the weirdest places. Like, here's the clothing in a random windowsill, and they put the stuff here. So these coming home with me. I have quite the candle collection, as you guys know. $2.99, and apparently these candles will drip different colors, and my son would love these, and they're not broken, which is amazing. The rest I'm gonna pass on though. So this candle is also pretty amazing. It is a spine, which I know is kind of creepy, but also thinking about Halloween, when this is appropriate to display, I feel like I need it. It's $4.99 though, which seems a little steep. Thought I would give you guys an update on all of the kazoos or recorders, or what are these? I don't know what these are. Anyways, I filmed them many months ago last year, and many are still here. So sadly, I don't think there's a huge market for them. My cart today is quite the vibe. It has so many different things in it. You never know what you're gonna find at the thrift store. And I feel like today is one of those days where it definitely rings true. I have glassware stashed in there, mugs, pottery, all sorts of really cool pieces. My reselling friend, she decided that she does want this. I offered up to her because she has a very like retro, kitschy, colorful booth, and this will look perfect in her space. I'm so excited she wants it because it's such a pretty pillow. So these I'm going to be bringing home. My husband hates animal print, but I think he's just going to have to deal with it. And yeah, a lot of other stuff. Okay, I need to do one full comb through to make sure I want everything that's here. So I just organized my cart. It is so fun and colorful. A lot of great stuff. Two things I absolutely love finding: the articulating hand and the articulating man. I'm so excited. The pillows, I did a smell test. They seem to smell fine. I'll still steam them when I get home and clean them, but they seem like they're still in really good shape. Yeah, a lot of great stuff. The only thing I'm kind of debating on is this. I think it's really pretty. It's only $4.99. But it's going to take up a lot of space in my booth. That's where I would probably sell this. So I think I'm going to pass on this. And then the little elephants, I may pass on those too because they're $3.99 each, which seems a little steep. I don't know why, but I always manage to get the cart that has the clunking wheel and it does not want to turn well. That noise, that is me. The squeaking and the clunking. This is my cart. You can hear me all over the store. Well, that was a very good stop. I can't believe the variety that I got. I can't believe I came home with 5 pillows. One of them is going to a friend, so I'm not keeping it. But usually I don't pick up pillows because I don't really find any good ones. But I am a sucker for animal print, so they had to come home. I think the craziest find is probably this candle holder. It's very substantial and really cool. I just need to get candles for it because I do not have this size in my candle collection. Mostly just tapers and slims, unfortunately. So if you guys have a good like lead on cheap candles that are like more of the, what are they called? Hurricane size? Pillars, right? Yeah, pillars. Let me know. So we're on our way to the next stop, which is Village Merchants, which is my favorite thrift store in all of Portland. The selection is amazing. The pricing is good. It's just a not to miss place to shop when you come to Portland. I always try to make a stop there at least once a month. But on the way, I found this guy. So I went to a store called Artifact, which is just right down the road. It is clothing, decor, a little bit more high-end compared to like Village Merchant, which is, you know, definitely like a thrift store. And this totally caught my eye. It's from Denmark. It is stamped on the bottom, very textural, mid-century, just adorable. So I was so excited to find him. And across the street is a juice place. So I got some juice too. I love carrot ginger juice. Ugh. If it wasn't so much effort to clean my juicer at home, I probably would juice all the time, but it's a lot of work. It's like a 20-minute process. Anyways, that's a story you probably didn't need. Okay, so let's go to the next stop. So good. Walking into Village Merchants. These are something I'm always on the lookout for now, but this one is plastic, unfortunately, so it's a pass. But if you can find the wood ones or the plaster ones or chalkware, definitely pick them up. Just found this amazing Kakashi, but it is unpriced, and I think it's been repaired at the bottom. I've never seen one this shape. So I picked up this lidded pot and turned it over, and apparently it may poison me if I try to put food in it. So I don't know about you, but I always get such a laugh at these warnings. I mean, they're important, but nothing turns me off as a buyer like a poison message on it. These little kids are so cute. I kind of want them, but what would I do with them? This floral is really pretty. $24 abstract. I'll probably pass based on the price, but I really do like it. Really love this abstract piece. I have a lot of wood in my house, and so the white would actually pop off the wood really nice. So I'm gonna get this down. I've sold one of these handled bowls before, although the one that I sold had a little bit more like rustic detail to it. This one is $8. They can sell for a lot. So if you can find one that is more rustic and old world looking rather than kind of this looks just scratched up. Definitely consider picking them up. Am I losing my mind, or does this not look like a ceramic butt? This owl is so cute. Carved, vintage, $9. Oh my gosh, more articulating people. The little one is $2, which I think is cheaper than Goodwill, the one I got earlier today. The bigger one's from IKEA, so I don't usually pick up the big ones from IKEA. But the little guy, definitely, he's just too cute. So unfortunately, I did not get much at Village Merchants, which is rare because usually I walk out of there with a lot of stuff. I got a piece of art and the little articulating artist man, and that was it, which is crazy. So I decided to hit up 2 more Goodwills before I have to pick up my son, so hopefully I can get some more things today. I have been attracting these composer busts like crazy lately. These are plastic, so a definite pass. I can't believe how many I'm finding. I cannot believe this. This is the 3rd one of these I have found today. What are the chances? That is so wild. He is $2.99. I like that he has this articulating midsection. I gotta look up and see where he's from. A pretty glass vase. It is $6.99. Looks like it is newer and was probably sold at a big box store. So pass on that for me. There are a lot of things at the thrift store that I wonder, like, who's gonna ultimately buy this? But I would say a giant trophy is definitely out there on, like, who needs this in their home, especially like the plastic ones. Like, I know the vintage antique ones can be really valuable because they're, you know, largely metal and wood, but something like this, like, who wants this? This upholstered chair is really cute. I love the pattern. It would look so nice in my studio space. I do not need it, and the ottoman is all beat up, but it is really pretty. But yeah, the whole set is like $40, which seems steep. I mean, look at all the damage right there. Well, the only thing I got at that stop is this dude, which seems to be the theme of the day. Articulating artist hands and or men like this. I don't know why, but you know, the thrift gods work in mysterious ways. So hopefully the next Goodwill, I can find something else besides something that articulates. We'll see. Walking into the next Goodwill. This ceramic lidded jar is really great. I love like the deep burgundy color. It's $7.99. I have a hard time selling this type of piece too. The little ones definitely sell, but bigger ones just don't. There's just certain categories of ceramics I just have a hard time with. Another pretty piece. I like the fern that was pressed into it. It's $2.99, so the price is definitely right. But again, more ceramics I just don't need, but I just want to bring home so desperately. Oh my goodness, is this finally something to get excited about at Goodwill? $6.99. You guys know I sell these boxes all day long. Okay, gotta look inside and see how it is. Inside is in good shape, and the outside looks like there's no missing inlay pieces, so hooray! Goodwill has delivered something for me. Here's an abacus, although this one is plastic, which I have sold plastic ones before, but this one, I don't know. It is $2.99. I'm gonna see if there's any brand names on it. I see the style of vase all the time, $4.99. I've never really picked it up though. It's very lightweight. I don't know how well it sells, so you guys will have to let me know. Is this a mini washstand box? Not sure why someone would want this. Maybe you put your clothespins in it? It's really nicely made. $4.99. I will leave this here for someone else. Is this a thermos? No, it's a pepper grinder. It is $6.99. It's in really great shape. That is huge. There was a time when I would have picked up anything marble or stone, but I'm not doing that as much now. This is $6.99. Looks like it's been re-donated. Now this apple is kind of tempting. I've had trouble selling like the pink and red ones. I've never sold a yellow one before. It has the brass top, although I think that's glue. I don't love the glue on top. So I'll probably pass. But again, green felt, so it's definitely vintage. So I have sold these before. They have the ceramic base and the glass top. They're $2.99 each. The only downside is they are not the same height, which is not uncommon when it's something like this. It's handmade. I don't know if that's like a deal breaker or not. So I'll probably pass on them because of that. A stone lamp for $10. I have not found a stone lamp ever at the Goodwill. I would have lost my mind a few years ago when these were all the rage. I mean, I think they are probably still popular. There's definitely some damaged spots, so I won't get it. And plus, I hate lamps, selling lamps, storing lamps, everything about lamps, frankly. So I'm gonna leave it for someone else to get excited about. So I just pulled this cutie pie out of the new cart, and it even has the people on top. I can't remember who of my reselling friends found this, I think without the people. I don't know. I feel like I have a glimmer of a memory of that. But it's only $2.99. So I'm gonna get it. I know Christmas is over, but this wool sweater is literal perfection. It has the velvet bows. It's 100% wool. It seems like it's in great shape. I love like the gather on the sleeves. Oh, maybe that's a little hole up there. Oh, man. A few weeks ago, I would have gotten this for sure, but I do not feel like storing it for next year. Okay, so I'm losing the light. I just got two things at that Goodwill. The cute little camel with the little kids and the carved wood box, so the rosewood box. So the two things that I got. But I have some more stuff to show you guys. It's in my studio space back home, so I thought we would head there now, and I have like a little haul to show you. Hey everybody, so welcome to my studio space. I have a few things I wanted to show you that I got out and I didn't do any filming. I have a huge haul of vintage art, which I'm really excited to show you. One piece in particular is just so good. And then I have a few other things that I got too. So before we get to the art, I'm gonna show you a few decor pieces. So I went to the PDX Estate Marketplace, which is a once a month sale in our area. It's amazing, it's 20,000 square feet of vintage and estates. I got these adorable candle holders on half off day, so it was $15 for the pair. I just love their mid-century design. These will be up on Etsy. And then I also got this from a friend. Now this was not at the PDX Estate Marketplace. This is just from one of my reselling friends. She actually sells at Tiny Brambles, where I have a booth space, and you guys know I sell a lot of bells. I actually have a huge brass bell haul coming in, I think tomorrow, so I'm really excited about it. But this is probably one of the biggest ones I've ever found. So this will be part of a brass bell haul coming up, which usually goes to one very specific viewer. And if she doesn't want them, then they will be made available. But bells are something I'm always looking for. So one thing my son actually picked out is this adorable jade apple with the stone leaves. So my son set financial goals for himself this year, which is so funny because he is just shy of 7 years old. I don't know why, but he realized that his allowance for weekly chores is not going to get him to his financial goals of 2026, which is just, the thought of it just makes me giggle. Anyways, I told him he can either do more jobs around the house, or if he comes thrifting with mom on occasion, in an attempt, of course, to spend more time with him and get him excited about my job, I said, if you come with me and you find something and it's worth selling, when I sell it, maybe I can give you a cut of the profits. So that appealed to him. So there was a flea market event at Curiosities, their new event space, and so I convinced him to come with me, and so we walked around together, and this was the thing that he identified that he definitely wanted to sell, which I thought was so cute. The problem is he's asked me every single day if this has sold. I told him, like, we haven't put it up for sale yet because mama needs to haul it. So I have a feeling that it's going to be a bit tricky to navigate because he's going to ask me about our sales probably every day now for the rest of the year. It just was such a sweet moment. It's always a wonderful moment when your children can get excited about your job. Okay, so at this flea market event, it's where I got this haul of art I'm going to show you in just a second. I also got a whole set of frames because they were only like $1 and $2, and I have been selling a lot of brass and vintage frames in my booth. Like, they've been flying out. I usually price them at like $15 to $18 when they're small, and then a little bit more if they're like truly special. But yeah, I was really excited to find these. Some of them I may put a few, like I may print some stuff out and put them in there to make it look a little bit more special. And I gotta shore them up a little and maybe put some of the that point driver that I have, which is one of my favorite things, and it was part of like my favorite tools video that I did. It helps secure the backs of the frames to the frame and it just drives a metal thing in. This is technically a version of like a point driver, but this one's circular. The other ones are more straight and pointy. Anyways, if you haven't seen that video, make sure you give it a watch because the tools mentioned in it are game changers. And I've been told so many times that people were so grateful that I suggested each of the things because it saved them time too. Okay, so now let's get to the art. Now, all of these pieces were anywhere from like $5 to $15. So a lot of florals. So I got this one with the apples, which I thought was cute. Now, many of them have some damage, and you can see that here. This one I think she actually gave me for free because it was only $2 and I bought so many pieces. But I actually sell a lot of damaged art because most people don't care, especially if it's reasonably priced. They just want original art on the wall. And pieces like this, when it has a hole, it just kind of, you know, enhances the character of the piece, and then it's just a marking of its history. So a lot of these will be online. That one will probably go to my booth. This one I'll put online. It was $5, and because we're heading into spring, I just was so excited to find florals because I am over winter Christmas, like deeply over it. I got this floral too, and this will be up on Etsy. I thought this one was really interesting because of like the orangey, peachy red tones, which I don't often come across. And then this one is one of my definite favorites, and you can see the prices on top. I really love the blue vase. I thought that was really pretty, and the fruit there. So they're all just like very lovely floral pieces. And then there was this bridge, which I thought was great. This is also $5 because it reminds me of Portland because we are a city of many, many bridges because we have so much water where we are, so many rivers. And this one I thought was particularly well done. So for $5, I thought this was a really good deal. So probably the oldest piece in the lot is this beautiful one. So it was $5. It has considerable damage. It has the hole there, and it has a splitting here. But when you look at the back, how you know it's old is one, it has the nails on the side. That's usually an indicator that it's quite old. And then also the color of the actual canvas being brown. That's not because it's older, it's because the canvas was probably more of a brown color, more of like a natural tan tone when they painted. So this piece is great because it's kind of moody. It's very like, I don't know, like European vibes to me. So it definitely fits like, you know, that heritage, you know, European cottage trend to me. So yeah, and for $5. So again, damage, but whoever, you know, buys this will just recognize that this is very old, and so of course it's going to sustain some damage. So the piece that got me into the booth is this beautiful needlepoint. It was $10, and it combines like the big stitches with the tiny stitching around the face, so they have a little bit more detail. It's just really well done. On the back, it was done in Portland, April 22nd, 1987 is the date on the back. You guys know I love when there's information on the back. The framing is really good. I definitely have to clean it up because it's a little gross. But yeah, I thought this was a very cool score. So the final two pieces are stunning. I'm gonna save the very best, of course, for last. This one is huge. This one, they gave it to me for $15. And again, because there is a teeny tiny, like bare, not quite a hole, well, maybe a little bit of a hole, a bare spot at the very, very top, which honestly, a person could probably paint because the canvas is still there. I probably could paint over that. And oftentimes I will do minor like repairs like that, but the frame is pretty amazing. Look at how thick it is. It's so thick. This piece is also an oldie because when you turn it over, again, the canvas is really, is old. And then also you can see along the edges that it's also has the nails. So that's how you know it's an older piece. But I thought it was just so magical, like so magical and huge. And I have no business buying big art. You guys know I try very hard not to buy large art anymore, but this one, I felt like I couldn't say no to it. And I almost thought about surprising you all and just removing all of this art and like do something very moody and old world with this as a surprise. But then I was like, Okay, I don't think I have time to do that before I want to film this video. So I probably will sell this, and I actually may even list it online just because I do have a ton of boxes right now, which I think is part of the reason why I was like okay with picking it up because of the holidays. I have basically a garage half full of boxes because all my neighbors brought their boxes from all their deliveries prior to the holidays. So I have a lot of boxes that I can pack up. That's one of the reasons why big art is tricky because one, it's harder to sell, whether online or in a booth, just because it takes up so much more space. And then two, finding a box for it. Like boxes can be really expensive for art. And I usually try to find all recycled boxes. And so I have to wait for like a neighbor to get like a chewy dog food delivery, and then I have a big enough box. But I have a lot of boxes right now. So this will be up online. Just know like there's that, imperfection on it, but the frame itself is so good that I felt like that was at least worth $15. Okay, so the final piece is this amazing needlepoint framed. I mean, look at how teeny tiny the stitching is. I about fell over when I saw it. It was only $10. I mean, I was like, if this is how I'm starting the year off with a piece like this, then bring it 2026. I am ready. So I will be listing this. I want to hoard it for future Andi so bad. So bad. But I will make it available. But it's just like the frame is good. It's wood, has the linen mat, and it's just like the best piece. The best piece. So yeah, this will be available on Etsy too. Okay, so that is the entire haul, but I have one quick thing I wanted to share with you before I let you go. So I decided to open up my one-on-one consulting spot. So if anyone wants a strategy call with me, I now have times available on my calendar for January and February. I actually think one of the biggest surprises of 2025 was how much I enjoyed doing the one-on-one calls. I actually grew to get so excited about having them on my calendar because I just love talking to people about their businesses, no matter where they were in the process. Some people were very beginner. Other people were more like established and wanted to level up. It just was so much fun. It brought me so much joy to talk to people who have a similar interest as me, which is thrifting and vintage and making it a business. So grateful for those calls. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one with me, you can do that with the link down below. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next thrifting and decorating video. Take care.